On what?
The alphabet.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
You guys ready? Alphabet time.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete. H is for homeboy. I is for econ. J is for Jura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion. Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for far height. X is for xylophone. Y is for ustava. Z is for zenith. That's it. You know the alphabet now.
And what is called the international language developed by scientists from Grod in the 20s? Sinus means sign, for example. Kim, the alphabet.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
Sick. Feel bad for Kim. Alright, we have literally like 10 in-game minutes, which I don't know how long that is. Should we go check on Cockatoo Lady while we're at it? Thanks. Learning the alphabet was hard. The words that kids have to learn in this world to learn the alphabet seems to be a lot. Anything else we can do in the next 10 minutes or so? Got some booze, but we're not doing that. We've interacted with all these. It's a bit awkward. What stat is this? That's what I'm wondering. Is it this? Sneak? I feel like interfacing would be the picking locks, right? Yeah. Leave the poor woman alone. But I got 10 minutes to kill. And I'll go do other things for 10 minutes. As far as I understand, from what we learned last time about the guy who was dead on the pier, is that that might be why that guy's asking us to come to his apartment. The Cockatoo Lady's husband, basically. Wait. There's like an interact up there. Weird.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mars.
We did that already. About this person, we can harass them again.
Someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number.
Talk to her, I guess.
Give me a moment.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you could call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Pick the lady's lock, follow the Glock. The cop stops in shock. She dead, she shot. What? How's Cockatoo related to the Sunday friend? There was like a weird dialogue. It's hard to remember exactly, but I remember having that thought last week. that there was something that guy might be the Sunday friend or something. That there was something that made me be like, oh, that's related to that guy, maybe. But, like, I don't remember at this point, because it's been, you know, since Thursday since we played this game, and I didn't watch my own VOD, so I have no idea.
It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the cold room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Got questions.
Ask away, policeman.
You know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Who's in 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
Talk to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Oh, sure.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Padlock door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
That means communism.
The symbol of what now?
It's a political ideology.
Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good.
Tell me about Cindy.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Alright.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Okay. I wish I was more ambidextrous. What did you try to do?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says,
This apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in?
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Did open the door so I could verify. I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
Pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocked door. Come in and get shot. Who are you?
Satisfied?
Yeah.
My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Jingles a set of keys in her hand.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
Why are you here at 9 p.m.?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
You don't want to be nothing. I got chocolate on my finger bandage like a dummy. Yeah, sounds dumb. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it?
Yeah,
I'm in a hurry.
Isn't it a bit late?
It is.
She breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues.
Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
Yeah, I guess we'll say that.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
The radio computer wizards are invested with magical economic powers.
My money also disappeared.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. That's all.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Alright, well, let's fucking... This looks like a nice mattress. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Free shoes. To indirect modes of text. What the fuck? Alright.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Computers are fake. Why is your AC on in January? Dude, we had to turn our AC on today too. It gets like... I don't understand. I think part of the problem is we're not opening our windows in our house just at all, usually because of the cats. So like it gets a little like with no airflow because of the AC being off, it gets like kind of stuffy, hot. Every square inch needs to be investigated.
The world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Literally just got Jamrock Shuffle. I think I'm gonna pick this one up. Because that'll hopefully give me a higher chance to, like, Savoir-Faire without having to put points in Savoir-Faire. And we also got... What are these? +1 to indirect modes of taxation, affluent moneymaker. What the fuck is this? What do our boots do? Slap those on there, I guess. I don't know what this does. Have no lacing with the strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. What is this stat? I don't understand. I'm looking up what the stat is. The air today was nasty, so I'm not opening the windows. Yeah, that where you live gets super horribly polluted. Which stat? The one on the screen, dude. To indirect modes of taxation, affluent moneymaker, man. That's the stat. It's what it says it adds +1 to. First air in any city in the country? Yeah, perfect for a dude with asthma to move to. I just googled this. So having these equipped don't give me actual money or something, but having this and then like 4 other specific items equipped will then give me a thought that I can internalize that will then give me +1 money. That's all it does, as far as I'm aware. So there's that. But it's now time that we can go. Oh yeah, we can go tell the old lady, and then we can go up to that guy.
Give me a moment.
It was just the real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like wizards, and people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
What?
She means clairvoyance.
Okay, thanks for the $1, I guess. Imagine having clothes that give you money. I mean, it's just how you dress can earn you money, right? Is the statement. Alright, here he is. Just F5. Alright, hello.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
Yeah, if you dress with a sign that asks for money and sit at the side of an off-ramp on the highway, your clothes make money. Yeah, I guess. We got the key.
Beautiful.
Replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm made for.
Beautiful.
As again, a nearby street lamp casts shadow on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
The view's really nice here.
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
What? What is this comment? I don't understand, Kim. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Alright.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay.
He takes another drag.
I guess I'm not the
filtered
dead guy.
cigarette
Yeah.
and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Probably Goose.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if we talk again, it's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
70 XP? That's a lot. He says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Something different about him. I can't put my finger on it.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt unbuttoned?
His shirt.
Why is he holding back laughter? Yeah, his shirt.
His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt.
His shirt? No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
So he's trying to hold something back.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
I don't understand why Kim's laughing, to be honest. I'm at a loss as well as my character. What do we want to take here? I do want to do the Jamrock Shuffle. Internalize. Guy is gay and leaves his shirt unbuttoned to invite willing gentlemen participants. Ah. But why was, like, Kim yucking it up? Like, I don't understand the interaction that happened. Like, I don't get why Kim was finding the situation funny at all. Just gay? That's not funny. People are gay. It doesn't matter. It's not funny. Oh boy. Quarterly Business Magazine. An empty ashtray. It's supposed to be more funny that your guy doesn't understand? Eh. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at the university. Kim is laughing at your inability to understand overt expression of sexuality. Exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Yeah, I guess that's okay. That makes sense. Old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Buckets of paint. Ooh, and on layers of old newspaper. Aw, sick. Sumerian conical hat. Okay. What's the hat we have on give us? +1 encyclopedia. What does that do? I don't want to lose more suggestion than I already have. What is this considered? The sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Sale. Real Cellites probably don't care. This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Sumerian wisdom, its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reaction when they see you strolling around with this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Oh. Really well layered comedy, to be honest. Have you seen Big Trouble in Little China? Like a long time ago? If it's that old movie?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
Yeah, with Kurt Russell. Yeah, I mean, I saw that movie like a long time ago. I couldn't tell you a single thing about it.
My name is Charles Vildor, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible.
Oh,
About the hanging.
nice.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
What's the nice canopy?
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy.
Nice.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Start from the beginning.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
Okay. He pauses looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge? Like, really big?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Alright, what happened?
I went back inside.
Okay.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Okay. Ethnicities?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay.
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Okay, what do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in Martinet?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're a bureaucrat?
Yes. As I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
What is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the Revolution.
And what do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
What is this?
It is the most important thing.
It doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Not answering the questions.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Yeah, sure.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the Moral Inter. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
Heard about this before, but I want to know
It's
something.
the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Let's turn to Kim. So we're working for them?
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intern.
You're a moralist?
But of course,
Why?
because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Kim?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly
Sick.
recomposes himself.
Fucking over Kim.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revachol.
A very moralist answer.
Martinet doesn't seem normal or stable.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Rivachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
Just adjust this list ever so slightly without knocking off my...
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It gives you an approving nod. Oh yeah, this one.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
Am I excited for Pokemon Legends? No. Not at all. I don't think Pokemon's put out a good Pokemon game in forever. Especially the ones they've been putting out on Switch have been, like, pretty hot garbage, right? Like, Pokemon Let's Go was, like, okay-ish, I guess, but, like, it wasn't a good game. And, like, none of their other games have been good. So, I'm kind of getting sick of Pokemon, to be honest.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude.
What is going on?
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
About Pokemon Snap 2? Pokemon Snap 2 was, like, entertaining for a little bit, but, like, I don't know. It didn't really... It got pretty boring after a bit, even after they added the new levels and stuff. It was kind of just, like, after hitting all the upgrades and everything, I don't know. I kind of lost interest and didn't even, like, take pictures of all the Pokemon. I don't know, it's just something about it wasn't hooking me right. I played it a lot for, like, the first couple days it came out, but, like, that's about it. The first couple days I got it. I didn't get it when it came out.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Well, there was like a... I don't know. I got most of the places, like, to, like, their final... almost their final stage or whatever. But there was a whole thing with, like... I don't know. Like, it seemed kind of super tedious to try and get everything to be perfect. And, like, once it hit that level of, like, I kind of explored everywhere, and it just wanted, like, absolute perfect pictures to, like, max out the levels, I was just not interested. Especially in the, like, ones that were, like, the boss levels or whatever. It was just like, oh, no, like, no thanks. I don't want to, like, replay this fucking boss level, like, 100 times. I mean, I did replay it, like, a couple times, but, like, there's only so much. It just got, like, tedious and boring.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes a Revachol sort of a darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Meatballs and mashed potatoes sounds really good. Need more Bidoof? Yeah, but, I mean, Bidoof was in it in a fair amount.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Tell me about your friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's this?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
My stomach feels like Laos in the 60s. Oof. What do you mean?
That it's
Laos?
never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's EPIS?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
Okay.
God, yes. sweet standardization, the backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the moral intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
What does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the moral intern as a whole.
Laos is the most bombed country in the world from the Vietnam War. Yeah, there was a post on Reddit, I think today, showing a map of like how many 1,000-pound bombs they dropped on it. Why it stands for progress and stability, like as a whole. No, like the letters.
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You're horrible.
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Urshel going to be part of it?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Yeah.
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How'd you two become friends?
How do any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way?
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Friend, the smoker on the balcony? We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
This guy's annoying to talk to. What's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me is that he's here to study art.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which art?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What do you do in his apartment?
I'm just enjoying the view.
It's dark out.
Listen.
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
Oh, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
That's why you made the reference, it was fresh in your mind. Ah.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
Okay. Sure, man.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer.
You're
A
horrible.
moment. Officer, do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
there's nothing really to loot anywhere. Kinda did that already.
Was there anything else? Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Alright, whatever. We're done with that guy. I didn't really gain much from that, I don't think. Huh. So literally, like, my only lead for tomorrow is do this for Everett. I guess I'll go... I guess I'm gonna go back to... like back to the place, and then like the Whirling in Rags. Talk to Kim, maybe might have something to say about how the investigation's going, and then call it a day. And then on tomorrow day, talk to her in the morning. Also got maybe something I can report. Let's try before we call it a night. Just because some of the shit takes a day.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Owner?
Not yet. But
Alright.
just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Alright.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Alright. Well, what a long day this was. We got access to the church area, did absolutely fuck all towards our actual murder investigation, and then,
Behind
that's that.
workers, a ceiling height window.
It's you again. What is it?
Be nice to me. We need authority. All right. Let's see how big I can make my authority. I'm gonna try that again and not shoot ourselves with our gun. All right. Move this because that loses us authority. Move these. Use this. Surprised having like fucking military cavalry boots doesn't give you like slightly authority. Authority. Let's see here. Not a whole lot that gives authority, do we? Yeah, literally nothing. Nothing gives authority. So is that still 3%?
What is it?
Wait for his whole walk animation. 8. Found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just contactee status. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
Witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Authority is something only others can give you. Yeah.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Said it looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Quietly, no shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. Great witness.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Alright, we're gonna save scum this authority thing, because it's also one of my things. That's what I'm thinking.
It's you again.
The game wasn't prepared for me to not put points into authority and then continue to not put points into authority when I saw that there was an important authority thing. So, let's see how this goes. Let's hope for double sixes.
Establish authority.
It wasn't.
Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
I'm the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs! They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
Says it concerned you.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Alright, we didn't kill ourselves this time. I vote that that's an improvement. Alright, let's call it a night. Gart, don't interfere with the police investigation, by the way.
Was there something you needed?
Yeah, don't be an asshole. What's this door?
You see.
Can I get in there? Can I fucking crowbar?
You see.
Wow. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I'm not wearing a shirt. I approached them with no shirt on at all whatsoever. I was screaming at them. The freak. We want our glasses back. Put those, item, tools, this. Sorry, Kim, no sleep. Good job not killing yourself. Thanks, I do my best every day to not do that. I did notice that there was a window over here that I couldn't interact with before, but now I could. Over this way? Yeah. What's going on here? No shirt, no authority, no problems. That's right. Oh, we just found some stuff. Ah, that wasn't as hopeful as I... That wasn't as good as I was hoping for. I was hoping for something that would help us with the, secret door. Alright, let's go in here. See if I can't buy a paintbrush or not. Let's see... What we got over here?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Not interested. This one.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf.
Not interested. This one.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer,
electrochemistry,
love, alcohol.
You stay out of here. It's not good. I'm recovering.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell a paintbrush by any chance? Does not look like you do, and this is where I just dump bottles.
The tear machine stands in the...
Yeah. You have a paintbrush?
Is this about the questions again?
No. Alright. Alright, we'll call it a night, Kim. That's Not Very Disco is now following. Thank you for the follow. That is Not Very Disco. That sounds like a very Disco Elysium name.
The door.
That's very disco. Alright.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you. This door can open.
That's the lady on the roof, is the one that was in this room, and then I bet I get in there and then I'm able to get onto the roof.
Yes?
See you in the morning, Kim. Oh, I can go to your door and harass you?
The lieutenant's door.
Don't mind me.
The lieutenant's no response. Still no. Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet?
Aren't we all just a lady on a roof? Yeah.
Doesn't he want to go for a little drive?
About the tune Kim was whistling on the swing set.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
You literally just got in here.
No, thou art God.
Rama. Wanna go for a midnight drive?
To clear our heads from what? Sleep? Good night, Harry.
Trophy gained. Bother Kim after hours. Oh, shit. Just wanted to be his friend. Alright, well. Guess that is day 3 of disco complete.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Alright. Go to sleep. Let's have some weird fucking dreams again.
It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Kim goes to bed immediately. Yeah.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Spinning on empty.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
I would hate sleeping if this is what my dreams were like.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time. The smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing. It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
The limbic system's voice is upsetting. Yeah, all of it is.
You can never forget this shit.
Oh, but it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images. You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Vibrates my eardrums a bit too much for me to enjoy the ancient reptilian brain voice.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
By the way, I just saw I had an email, Kel, from South Mountain. Ancient reptilian brain vibrating in your ear. Look at S. Yeah.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this.
I'm already insane.
One more day,
And you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector.
Yeah.
Won't make it okay.
Nah, fuck you. I'm sleeping.
Smoke back in her mouth.
That's my standpoint.
Are you sure? You could be closing the door on a brilliant and special future for yourself.
I don't want to listen to the ancient reptilian brain. I don't want to listen to them at all.
Did you hear that? He's renouncing politics.
Yeah.
He's strictly business now.
Just another thoughtless vessel, ploughing the grey seas of every day.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Have you been collecting bubblegum wrappers? No. What is that? What?
The Jamrock Shuffle.
Oh, racism. What? What?
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Ancient Reptilian Brain mentioned collecting bubblegum wrappers and postcards. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever collected a bubblegum wrapper. I know I have a bunch of postcards in my pants, though. I got the Jamrock Shuffle. Get better loot. That sounds like a good one. Em, are you home? This person?
The door is closed. Still, this door.
Postcards in My Pants, a travel memoir. It's not a bad name for a book title, to be honest, for a memoir. Oh look, these two are still here. Hi.
Yes? What is it?
How are you?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Oh yeah, so let's see if we can Esperatus Corpus with him. What do we got? Anything for that? This one gives me +1, but that one also gives me +1. They're the same slot, so... Also the same slot. Nothing. Anything that's losing me stuff on it? Nope. Alright, yeah, all we can do is try it again.
I can't believe this shit.
Alright, here we go.
You know
Nice.
It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Your long, meaningful look and adds.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about the hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
That's not at all what he said. He just said okay. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1? Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. Okay, so what would our relationship be?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
You seem like a cool guy.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Tell me more about him. Or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Alright, well, nothing else.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His eyes look sad.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
No, it's totally my partner.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on.
This was my partner, shit.
Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at, but still.
Okay.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Alright.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay, look, I gotta ask. We're from the same station, right?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Yes? What is it?
Are we from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Alright.
Again?
No. Okay. Well, so that didn't go super great. Establishing authority is probably what we need to do to progress, right? But it's been not working out super great. I think maybe next time we will take just a point on the authority track, just that. Kim is my partner now, ignore other partners. I mean, if my guy's as high as rank as he is, one of those people is probably around the same rank that I am and is my partner. And then that woman potentially, based on how she was acting, could be, oh hey, what the fuck? A car. Kim's car.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Who the fuck are these guys?
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it,
paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
These ones are a lot.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Ad's returning from whatever void he was just visiting. Aw, he's crushing.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
You guys into the dance music?
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Yeah, don't fuck with me. Threat or good? I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Doubt it.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric's confusing.
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other quickly adds and whispers something to his friend.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
I'm so glad you asked!
Question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Riversholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Know anything about the murder?
Murder?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it.
Uh-oh, we got Goose.
It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Know that you don't know shit?
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark. No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does yours say this on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Okay.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
I got a goose in here.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Oh yeah! Let's steal their jackets! Fuck these kids!
Yes. Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan. What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a this or this?
Neither.
Come on, mental exercise, Kim.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Do we have anything that gives us half-light? And then we could try to steal these kids' jackets and make Kim wear a jacket? don't think we got anything that gives us half light. Yeah.
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss.
Alright, here we go. Ready? Ready?
Shrunken cophead material.
Which one of me? Am I? I'm fuck the world. That's for sure. Here we go. Ready? Here we go.
These guys
Didn't get
aren't
it.
scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both. Just ask them, maybe.
Can I have your jackets?
Why?
Look at this. Look at this shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
Spark of sympathy.
You didn't say that.
My clothes make me sad. I need to phone it up.
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform.
Please?
Fine.
Yeah!
Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
Wow. I did not see that coming. You better.
I guess the game picked for me which one I got.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Wait, Worldfucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
Alright, Kim, here you go.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
Could raise hell, go undercover.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Alright.
Need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Alright, well, we got that. However that does. Cal said no authority playthrough, so I'm never going to give myself the 1 point I can possibly have in authority. So let's take some... Let's keep plopping into logic, right? Have one stat that, other than shivers that's like super good. That way we stop sucking so hard. Okay, so what do we even need to do at this point? Right. We said we were going to talk to the lady, but also going to go check these guys, see if they sell a brush.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing.
You see two.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer.
Oh, my bad.
Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers.
Inspect the sneakers.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air,
50.
super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness. Faun Ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazines.
Those are actually pretty good.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara." The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
Yeah, I can't believe Kim turned on that jacket.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
At the speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Samaran trash? That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship.
Can't you just buy the sad speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I might, I need speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first. Here's a crazy plan. Get the seed money for the sneakers, buy them, then buy the speakers too. Then sell the speakers to Roy, that wacky vendor in the pawn shop. They're right up his alley. You'll make most of the sneakers money back that way. Yup, hustle and grind. 1 real at a time.
Alright. I just gotta make 50 bucks. Okay, let's go talk to the lady. Actually, I'm gonna go check out the locust traps and then go talk to the lady via fast travel. How we do it on time? We got 30 minutes left to stream.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy.
That was pretty much the exact same dialogue we had before, so I'm gonna assume there's nothing new. If I'm over in the trap area again, I'll get them, but in the meantime, let's actually progress. Well, try to progress. That's the goal. Oh yeah, we should also hit up the radio.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
Radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Owner the boots.
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. 57,
okay.
Over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
Alright.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Found my badge.
I love you did.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer. She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
I'm just gonna tell her shit. I don't care at this point.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's... Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
She asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police workers...
Kim doesn't like that I'm telling her everything.
Sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing. I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
That's all.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics. Of course, Detective. You can always drop...
Kim didn't like that we talked to her. He thought it was a bad idea. Seemed like he wasn't a big fan of me telling her info. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I got this thing going where my character's just kind of an idiot. Even though I'm like really high like logic stats. But I think it's fun. Okay, I'm not a Dan of a lot that you do, to be honest. Yeah, Kim's not really doing much. He's just following me around. So, like, I don't see why it matters. If he's upset with how I'm leading a discussion, then he should lead the discussion. Instead of just letting me take care of everything. Huh. Okay, I guess I'll talk to them about, Everett.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What's the with those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them. Fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh?
Someone.
How can I assist you then, officer?
That's my motor carriage.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
Yep.
That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral.
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
I wasn't trying to say it wasn't me.
Hi. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
Yeah.
Quite odd. Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Vildorian philosophers.
Does it take lots of time? We like to waste fucking time.
Oh yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Oh yeah, it's a pity we don't have more bullshit side tasks, Kim.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Youth center?
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
What?
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Here's my pen.
He has a pen and everything.
Takes it from you, doubtful look in her eyes, clicks it and places the tip of paper. Now keep in mind the pen is the gorilla pen or whatever.
Here you go.
Thank you. Wait, why'd you sign it?
I shouldn't have.
I mean, it's Everett, so it's probably a mistake. Oh no, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you?
Probably, but it is a youth centre and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. It's a bad idea. She won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
Who's Isabel? And I don't know if is it the old lady?
The old woman still hums her unknown song. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Oh boy. Oh, I can have her wash that poop jacket!
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song. Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
You wash this jacket?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Isabella's the mayor. Thanks.
I could use a breather.
Is that true?
When the day begins.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Sick. We're cleaning the poop jacket.
Let's see. I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Where could someone stay?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave.
She's the mayor in Animal Crossing? Yeah, that's what I figured you were talking about.
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Don't know if I can afford another place to
I
stay.
won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Alright, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Nice, now I don't have to give money to Gart. I wish I would have come down here yesterday and did this, then we could have saved 20 bucks. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Yeah, we got a free house.
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, they've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Gart's going to miss me now that I'm gone. Enter the, like, Base Hunter song, Now You're Gone.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Alright.
As I said, it's a peninsula.
Goodbye. Is this our house? This is our house.
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Oh, let's check out this shack. You mean the Anna Kendrick song? Does Anna Kendrick have songs? Alright. What do we got? Sick. The sea, the church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching. Intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Orwood's Creek.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation.
Why doesn't Kim want to shack it up with me? Yeah, I'd shack up with Kim.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My new home!
Westward, across the canal, towers the Whirling in Rags. Door number 1 on the 2nd floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind the counter, stands an irritable man. In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world.
This is nicer than my room at the Whirling in Rags.
Far away, on the corner of Perdition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
The fuck? How do I look under the floorboard?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Oh. What's this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the water.
Ooh, I can shave!
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Let's do it! 3, 2, 1. Actually, can we increase my hand die at all? Wait, where'd I... Oh, this is the jacket that got cleaned. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. Windbreakers, protective cocoon, blah blah blah, 100% synthetic. Warning, items not actually fireproof. Okay. Anything that increases hand eye. Doesn't actually seem like we have anything that's gonna help us. Nothing's gonna help us shave. Let's just try and shave.
You see a bowler like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman. You use the small mirror and the straight razor.
Gotta get my shaving clothes on.
All that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath. The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
Oh, dude, look, our picture changed in the bottom left. We look creepier, to be honest. How do I check under the floorboards? What the fucking Shivers demon told us. Kim's gonna be in for a surprise. He's like, you went in there and shaved?
Yes?
Shaved?
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
Tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
Yeah, damage. He means damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Aw, Kim hates it. He thinks we look like a fucking shit. Wait, so Shivers told us to check under the floorboards, and then we straight up don't have a prompt to, like, look under the house? Just avoid mirrors the whole game, vampire playthrough. Like, you can kind of, like, unless this is a shadow, but, like, this kind of looks like there's a thing here. Maybe I need my, like, perception to be higher. Super weird that Shivers gave us that and that there's not a prompt. Alright.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Oh yeah, are you the person I need to talk to?
Me? No one. Just an old
Oh yeah, you are.
Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Every stat lies to you. You are nutso. No.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W.
Why the handle you got there? So many titles. One of them double.
I was asked to get your signature here.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everyone's turned part of the village into a youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting. Either way, I won't sign union papers.
Okay.
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep.
Pulls a red rag out of the bucket and puts it back.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no change in it. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Suggestion? Let's see what we got here for that. I wish I could, like, sort them by what they do, so I don't have to keep just looking at each and every single one of them, because I never remember which one is which. The only one I have remembered is the fucking one I use all the time. I don't think I have anything with suggestion, though. Yeah, I only have things that lose me suggestion. Can't wait to make more beans tomorrow. Let's go for it, double sixes!
It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
I've heard that pitch before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood. Somehow the people here always end up holding the short end of the stick.
I could try to get Everett to pay you.
Were you dropped on the head as a kid? You can't live off a pittance for long. Do you know who takes the cream off these deals? Real estate developers, construction companies, restaurant owners, clerks, accountants in La Delta. Have some integrity. You're an officer of the law. That some fat slug's corrupt little crony.
It's okay. She's emotional right now. Keep at it. We're her out. You know, there could be another way. You need to go someplace private and discreet, though. Like your shack.
Okay. Wait, you want me to forge her signature? That's what this is telling me to do. This is telling me to just forge the signature. Okay, well... got one. Okay, what do you think? Will Isabel change her mind?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those.
No. Okay. Do we just run back to Everett? Maybe? Wait, why was that on the... I'm like super confused on what my progression path is. I don't have the authority to deal with them. I keep fucking up like everyone's progression. Starting to feel bad. I need more suggestive clothes. Yeah, I need clothes that make me money. What about down here? Can I do this yet?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlock you're trying hard, but the drawer slide.
Looks like those reset like every day or something, or maybe every time I level up. I don't know. Oh yeah, we gotta go check on Gary's room. Maybe that's what I should go do. Yeah, fuck going here. Let's go check on Gary. And we'll probably end the stream checking on Gary. Accidentally just clicked my other screen. Hear the sound of running water.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
That was it? I was really expecting more there.
The door you hear...
Alright. Well, I think that's it for the stream. So let's save this. Call it a day here. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna even do tomorrow. I guess go talk to Everett? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. This game's progression confuses me. What beans would go best on pizza? What the fuck, hell? Black black beans? Yeah, like a Mexican pizza, so it'll have like black beans on it. Maybe. Okay, but I'm ending the stream here.